Good morning, guys. So, I'm Aaliyah. This is my first time ever making a YouTube channel, or even a video, so we will see how this goes. I'm gonna try new things. I've loved baking for a while, but I baked as simple as like brownies, cookies, I forgot what else. But yeah, and I've also like baked bread and pizza and stuff like that, but I want to expand a little bit more. But today we will be making what we call TT bread from the islands. So it's going to be super simple, super quick. I honestly love baking bread. I just haven't done it in a while. But yeah, so obviously to start off, you will need 2 bowls. One to mix the yeast in, the other one to let the dough rise in. So I'm going to also be putting the recipe in the comment section, and I'm also going to be trying to go slow, because this is also my first time making it by myself, because my mom taught me how to make all this. So to start off, you want to make sure you have your active yeast. It's the Fleischmann's active yeast, and you're gonna do half a teaspoon of yeast. So bear with me because I also gotta find all the measurements. So we're just gonna use half a teaspoon. To me, that doesn't feel like enough, but we'll see how this works. If anybody else has tried it differently and it's worked better, let me know. Like I said, we're just testing things out. And then we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. And then I gotta find that. I don't know where it's at. Add the tablespoons, teaspoon. Is this what it is? 1 tablespoon. So, and we need 2 tablespoons of sugar. I almost grabbed flour. Jesus. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. I also have ADHD, so this is gonna be really chaotic. So, excuse me. Don't mind me. Okay, I got the sugar. And then you're gonna need warm water, not cold water, not hot water, warm water. Otherwise, the yeast will not activate, and then it'll mess up your dough, and then you have to start the whole process over again. So, I am gonna get water. Also, this is not sponsored, but pure filter water, best thing ever. Just so you know. Anyways, so I will get 3 cups warm water. It has to be lukewarm. Alright, got my warm water. Yeah. And then you're supposed to mix that and let it activate. I'm just gonna do this a little bit. Just mix a little bit just so the powder can resolve in there. Dissolve in there, not resolve. Honestly, like I said, first time doing this, so I really don't know how this is gonna go. So, I'm gonna set this to the side because, like I said, we need a whole nother bowl. That's gonna sit for 10 minutes, they said. So let me write that except for all. And then, so in our next bowl, we're gonna do 8 cups of flour. Sorry if it's loud. I got like metal. So, alright, 8 cups of flour. Guys, this is the messiest my kitchen has ever been. And yes, my husband does cook, but we haven't really done anything with like flour or yeast lately. So, yeah. Oh, also, all-purpose flour. That's the kind that they said in the ingredients. So that's what we're gonna do. I honestly kind of just went for like the cheap stuff, like your regular name brand stuff from your local Walmart, because I mean, your girl don't have to be spending money for, you know, expensive stuff just for bread. So, but it's good bread. So we're doing all-purpose flour, 8 cups of flour. This is a lot of flour, but I mean, I get it. That's what makes the dough, but still. I didn't set a timer. I did not set a timer, guys. Okay, we'll say it's been sitting for like maybe a minute. Okay. So at like 10:36. Okay. 2, 3. So I lost track. I did not mean to stop the video, but we're at 3 cups. And then, obviously, yes, I washed my hands before all this, so just so you know, I do recommend washing your hands before dealing with ingredients, because nobody's going to eat your house if you don't wash your hands prior to making a meal, because we don't know where your hands have been. That's just me saying it. 5th cup, 3 more to go. I'm glad I got the big bag of flour. 6. 7. 8. Okay, 8 cups of flour. That was a lot. I've never used so much flour in my life. Okay, and now, also, great value, granulated sugar, 30 calories per serving. That's what I got, because, you know, your girl loves great value. So, like I said, why waste money on the expensive stuff when you could just get the cheap stuff and it'd be just as good? This comes from a girl who likes to bake a lot, so whatever. And then we need 4 tablespoons of sugar. Oh, everything is covered in powder. Did I say 4 tablespoons of sugar? 1 teaspoon. You're supposed to sift for all this, like the flour, the sugar, and the salt. I ain't got no sifter, okay? So we're gonna mix it up real good before we gotta combine everything again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's 4 tablespoons of sugar, and we need 3 teaspoons of salt. You guys, look, it's activating. Wait, can you see that? You see that bubbly stuff in the middle? Crazy. Like right there. It's activating. Okay, I'm getting powder everywhere. I'm not a messy person, even though I know baking requires that. Drives me nuts. I am a very OCD person, but, you know, some of you might come for me in the comments about that, but it's whatever. But I love baking, so it, like, equals out. Okay, I need the 3 teaspoons of salt. See, I told you, ADHD. Like, I'm so sorry, guys. Teaspoon of salt. Oh, that is when I got the Morton iodized salt, because I've been using this for like forever. My mom uses it. She's a great cook, by the way. Love all her meals. Love you, mommy. And my dad, of course. I love my parents so much. They have raised me to be a God-fearing, God-loving child, and I have now found a great husband who is the same. So I'm forever thankful and blessed how they have raised me. So we added this salt. And then we're just gonna mix that around a little bit. Honestly, you don't have to do your hands, but you can. I'm doing the little mixer for a little bit. This little mixy thing, spatula, because I don't have a sifter. So I just want to mix it a good bit. I do have a whole like checklist of the ingredients. So like I said, I will add that later in the comments. And we're just gonna mix. And then we're kind of almost done with this bowl, but like I said, we still have to wait for the yeast to activate. But yeah. Comment your favorite thing to bake down below, because maybe we could see what we can make next. I don't really have a title for this, to be honest, so I'm just gonna let it Bacon with Aaliyah. So, okay. I feel like I should. I feel like I should be good. You know? I mean, it was pretty mixed. I think everything's pretty good in there. If I don't stop making a mess. Okay, and then 4 tablespoons of shortening. So I got the Crisco kind. I don't know if you guys can see that. Crisco. I got the butter kind of shortening. It says 4 tablespoons of shortening. I don't know why I'm blanking. I'm so sorry, guys. ADHD's kicking really bad. So obviously on these, my mom told me to get the butter one, so I did. And it tells you there like what 1/4 of a cup is 4 tablespoons. So really and truly, we only need to cut right there where it says 1/4 of a cup. So it's like that little bit, you know. So I'm gonna slide this forward, friends. And then I gotta see where I'm cutting. See, I've never baked bread by myself. I've always done it with my mom. So this is kind of scary for me. Okay, let me back this up. And then just gonna swipe. Ooh, may have taken just a little bit more than what I needed. Okay, I'm gonna take a knife. Y'all, this is chaotic. I'm sorry if I give you guys anxiety. I don't think I need this knife anymore, so in the sink it goes. And then calls for 1/2 stick of butter. Honestly, okay. I'll clean that up later. Okay. I thought I ran out of napkins for a second. I must be mad. This is why I can't keep nice things. I'll definitely finish that later. Okay, so mix again. Make sure you get, the butter in there, the Crisco in there. I'm gonna mix it all up. I know some is stuck on the spatula, so I gotta physically remove it. I can't wait to add this yeast. I'm so excited. Oh, and it is time to add. Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit because I want to make sure this is all good and mixed before I do add these. So, okay. Like I said, I want to clean off my spatula because that's just me. I want all the stuff off of here so all the ingredients are for sure in the bowl. Okay, half a scoop of butter. Oh, I'm making a disaster of a mess. Okay, and then it's been 10 minutes, so I am going to now add this warm water in here. I feel like maybe I should have added more warm water because this is kind of cold a little bit after I let it sit out for 10 minutes. But maybe that was just for the yeast. So, mix. Why did I do this with this? Okay, so I don't have a mixer. Okay? But I also love to mix things by hand. That is just me. Okay. So, I'm debating if I want to mix this with my hand or not. I just flew out some flour. Okay. So it's kind of forming up the dough a little bit. To get it to collect more of itself, the next step was to add extra half a cup of warm water. So I'm gonna step away for 2 seconds and do that real fast. We're gonna do half a cup, okay, gang? Okay. Half cup. Because that's the only thing I kind of hate about dough is that it for real sticks to you, which sucks. Okay, so we're going to do more mixing. Honestly, you could mix it with your hands. You could mix it with the mixer. I just like to do this by myself. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna, this is not. Okay, I'm probably not mixing this like how my mom would mix it. She got some strong hands, okay? Guys, so we just moved to Virginia, and people here are actually really nice. Drivers, crazy, but they're really nice people. All of our neighbors that we met are super nice. I'm trying to get the flowers at the very bottom so I can get this off my freaking hands, because look at that. Like I said, this is my first time doing it by myself, so excuse me while I create a mess. Yeah. I gotta get up in there. You know, that's how I was supposed to do. I was supposed to put it on a... Guys, I'm so silly. I'm supposed to put it on a cutting board. Like the wooden board. So that... so I'm not mixing it in a bowl. Like... I don't know what I'm thinking sometimes. Okay. This is my first time. But you gotta get in there. I would show you guys, but let me mix some more and I'll show you. Just drop my ingredient stuff. Okay, and that's kind of like when you add a little bit more flour after a while because it's still sticking a little bit. Still sticking a little bit. So I'm gonna put this. I used like half this thing of flour already. Okay. Okay. I added more flour. Added more flour. That's how we're gonna see. How do people get dough off them like so cleanly? Like my mom would do it like a pro. And I'm like, how do you do that? Like it's stuck on me for days. Okay? Not really. But yeah. Exaggeration purposes. But this is actually really fun. I love this. That's just me though. Oh my god, guys. Look, I'm doing it. I think I'm gonna mix it a little bit more because I still have some pieces stuck to me. But yeah. Y'all. If your counter don't look a mess while baking, did you even bake? Okay, I think I'm about done. I'll tell you guys the next step after. Okay. Honestly, I think this might be good, but I always like to just go in with like another, like, I have to just go in and mix a little bit. I'm trying to get all the flour in the dough from the side. There's like a huge chunk. That's because that's on the outside. Anyways, guys. Okay. Okay. And what we're going to do next, that I'm going to have to set a timer for, is we're going to let this sit and rise. And I'm going to add a little bit more flour. Should I add more flour? Probably not, but I yes. Okay. I'm about to let it sit, actually. Like, okay, so your dough should be nice and like this. Nothing, you know, besides your little particles sticking inside. But yeah. Okay. And then I'm just gonna try to round it up a little bit. At least if she's gonna sit there, she's gotta look pretty, you know? Or he, whichever one you choose. Okay, so I'm really scared for this dough because I don't know how this will turn out. But I think I did pretty good. Okay, this is my little friend, my little monster friend. So you're gonna let that sit. Oh, sorry guys, need my ingredients. Need for 5 minutes. So you're supposed to knead this for like 5 minutes, which honestly I probably did. And then you're gonna let it rise for 30 minutes. So that is when you take this pretty little lid or a cloth towel, like the one I had earlier on my shoulder, and you just let it sit. Okay? Let it sit, let it rise. And we're gonna just rough it up a little bit more. I'm gonna get a knife because I don't have like that little, what's that thing called? It's like square on the bottom and then like slices right through. I don't know. But I'm gonna make it as pretty as I can. Okay. Look at that. Oh. This is when you bring out the cutting board. I'm so excited. Now we don't have to buy bread. We're kind of big bread eaters here at the house, so like our bread kind of goes more fast than normal. I forgot to also say during your prep time, put it for 325 degrees, and you're gonna let it bake for about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm probably gonna do right in the middle and do 35 minutes just because, you know, the median's always a safe answer. Also, your girl got some olive oil for our nice lump round bread. Like, I need everybody to come see this. Like, look at that. It's so beautiful. I'm so proud of myself. But bread pan, I'm gonna split this into, I only have one pan, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I guess I'll just save the other half for later. But also, me and my husband are supposed to make pizzas tonight. I was gonna do a whole separate one. So, I don't know. Pizza's pretty similar to honestly making the bread dough. It's just, I think the pizza one requires active yeast as well, or instant yeast. I honestly forgot. But maybe I'll do a pizza making video. Who knows? But I'm gonna drizzle a little olive oil. I'm gonna drizzle a little olive oil in the pan. Just so it don't rise up over the pan when it's baked. And then I'm just supposed to slice this right down the middle. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. Don't mind how I'm doing this. Let's cut myself, you guys. Okay, and you're gonna have two beautifully perfect halves-ish. Honestly, I don't know if I'm supposed to be like forming the shape to this. I'm not gonna lie. So, if you don't think I should be doing this, just don't follow me, okay? Just don't follow that step. And then this is gonna go in the oven, like I said, 30 to 40 minutes. I'm gonna do a happy median, and I'm gonna do 35 minutes. So, I'll see you guys back in 35 minutes. You guys, scariest thing just happened. I had the oven on, and I was trying to bake the bread. Like, I literally, as soon as I put the bread in, the glass fell out. So, I now have the glass portion of my oven laying on the floor. And maintenance is gonna come fix it. Okay guys, so maintenance came and fixed my glass. So I'm gonna wait for the oven to heat back up, put the bread in there. And y'all, okay, don't mind my husband. He's playing games in the background. But I literally tried making the bread. Honestly did not like it because I completely messed it up. Turns out I was supposed to leave it to rise for an hour and a half, not 30 minutes, an hour and a half. And that's why I was supposed to put it to bake for 30 minutes. So right now, thank God I have the other half of the dough. And I'm just gonna roll it up in balls. Because, you know, we don't have time for this. Just flew at me. We're gonna see how this goes. I put it on 350 because I prefer 350. It's weird to not put it on 350 whenever I bake things. But yeah, so we're gonna try again to see what this does, because I'm kind of mad that I messed it up. So, but you know, it's okay. So just try again, see how this goes, and then I think, yeah, we're gonna try just honestly some ball shaped ones. We're gonna put that in the oven. See how this pans out, really and truly. Because yeah, but it's okay. Second time's a charm. Thank God I still had some dough. I'm gonna take some from here because I made one too big. I made this one a little too small. Okay. We're gonna see where this gets me. Like I said, I didn't put it in a shape. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can. Just if you wanted to take a certain shape. That's the oven. Okay, so that dough has been rising for over an hour and a half. So let's just kind of see what happens now. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes, bake it, see how it is after 30 minutes. If not, I'll do more. But yeah, this was not it. I mean, this was turning out good, but it was still doughy, and I didn't let it rise enough before I baked it. So honestly, that would have been a solid piece of bread. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, so like I said, dough was rising for over an hour and a half. I put these to bake for about 35 minutes. This is what it looks like. Like I said, y'all saw me. I just rolled it up into like little balls. We are going to see what this feels like and what this looks like. If not, put this back in the oven. So, I mean, I feel like I could easily split this with my hands, but you know. I did it. I did it. Oh my God, do you all see that? Okay, look. That is how the bread is supposed to be. Can you guys see that? Oh my God. This will be my piece, obviously. Like, I'll be touching up all over these breads, okay? But yeah. That's how you make TT bread. Okay. Well, guys, I'm glad the second half ended up as a great turnout. But we will be making caramel next time. So tune in for next time. We will go through a step-by-step how to make caramel. We are coffee drinkers in this house. So that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, let's close out with a prayer. Dear Jesus, I just pray that you just bless our followers, Lord Jesus, and that for their friends and families as well as them, Lord, that they continue to confide in you and just love you and find peace in the relationship with you, God. I pray that you protect everyone today, Lord, and especially those who are watching, Lord, that you just protect them and continuously just bless them. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, I love you guys. Have a great night. Mwah.